You know that fire burning inside? That hunger to see your idea explode into something real, something massive, something that changes the game? But no matter how hard you push, it feels like you're stuck chasing shadows. Because what the world keeps telling you is that traction is the prize. Like if you just get enough users, readers, downloads, or sales, everything else will magically fall into place. It's like a drug, right? The numbers go up, your heart races. For a moment, you feel like you've won. And then you wake up the next day hitting the same wall, frantic for the next spike, the next hit, another hit. But what if that chase is a lie? What if the single-minded obsession with traction is the exact trap that keeps you from what you're really meant to build, what you're truly capable of? Because here's the brutal truth. Traction is easy. It's a shiny surface that blinds you. It feels like progress, but what it really does is pull your attention away from the root of your power, from the raw, unstoppable core of what you're building. You've probably felt it deep down. There's this gnawing frustration, a knowing that no matter how many users click or sign up, something essential remains missing, like your soul's being drained while the numbers tick up. Here's what nobody's telling you out loud. Traction is not the prize. It's a distraction. It's the applause of the crowd that stops you from hearing your own voice. It's the mirage made by the system to keep you busy, compliant, and small. Because a world obsessed with going viral has no patience for the weird, the uncomfortable, the slow burn of real greatness. A world chasing traction rewards copies, wannabes, and noise, while the few who dare to build something exceptional, those who burn unapologetically with their own fire, are left on the edges, isolated and ignored. But those edges are where the revolution happens, not the center, not the masses. The edge is where the real creators live, the ones who do not just want to ride a wave, but create the current itself. So how do you escape the trap? How do you stop being the founder who just chases user numbers while their vision slowly dies? How do you break the addiction to traction and actually build something that lasts beyond a viral moment or a lucky run? First, stop confusing noise for signal. Every twitch, every viral spike feels like a win, but it's often just a crowd moment, not a community. It's cheap applause, not legacy. The real prize lies in crafting deep connection with people who don't just use your product. They embody its purpose. Those people aren't counted by superficial numbers. They're counted by the intensity of their belief, their relentless loyalty, their willingness to fight beside you when the world turns cold. This means building less for growth, more for greatness, less for everyone, more for the right few. The ones who don't just follow your journey, but who become part of something larger, something rare, something almost impossible, because it defies the easy comfort of mass appeal. You have to learn to say no, to the millions who might click but don't connect, to the investors who want traction, 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 without meaning, to the advice that tells you to hustle harder, grow faster, scale quicker without a soul. Because every no you utter is a fortress built around the essence of your vision. Then, you have to stop looking outside for validation. The worst thing founders do is become addicted to external proof, to vanity metrics that others can see and judge. It fills the room with noise and drowns the voice inside, the voice that says, create what you yourself would need, build what scares conventional wisdom, make what the world is not ready for yet. Create fiercely from inside your own friction. Own your contradictions. Celebrate the parts of yourself and your idea that don't fit neatly into a pitch deck or a quarterly report. This is what true founders do. They are magnets for change because they burn with a fire that's both chaotic and purposeful. They are misunderstood not by accident, but by design. And here's the core secret that founders obsessed with traction miss. Real power lives in alignment, not in scale. That means connecting with others who burn just as hot, just as fiercely. Those rare few who don't want to fit in or play small either. The founders, the visionaries, the misfits who understand that transformation is messy, raw, and demanding. No traction number can replace the value of a fiercely loyal few who will amplify your idea not because it's trendy, but because it rattles something inside them too. Because they see in you the reflection of their own rebellion against the system. their own refusal to live a borrowed life. This is why community is not enough. It's connection that matters. The hard, brutal synergy between the few who dare to be sovereign. The network where brilliance, when aligned, becomes unstoppable instead of lonely. Where complexity turns into clarity through shared pain, shared defiance, and a shared refusal to bow to the status quo. If the world you want to shape doesn't exist yet, it's because the infrastructure for exceptional founders like you has been broken or never built. You aren't broken. You are just misaligned. But this misalignment is not a curse. It's the signpost of something new, something alive. What you can do is build or join the spaces where noise dies and essence grows, where you are not lost in a sea of sameness, but celebrated for your difference, where your fire is not smothered for the sake of growth, but fed into a greater blaze alongside others who share your hunger. Because true legacy is never built alone or by chasing fleeting numbers. It's crafted in the patience of the long game, in the painstaking alignment of purpose, power, and people. So start now. Reject the dopamine hit of empty traction. Stop letting metrics dictate your worth. Begin asking the hard questions. Who truly believes in what you're building? Who will fight with you when everything else crumbles? Who mirrors your refusal to settle for comfort, compliance, or the illusion of freedom? Then find them, fiercely and selectively. Build something that ignites their soul, and yours. Your mission isn't to build a product everyone uses. It is to forge a movement so powerful that every number you see later, if you see it at all, will be a byproduct, a ripple of the revolution you started in yourself and your few, not the other way around. This fight isn't for everyone. It's for those who burn hotter than the noise, those who are ready to drop illusions, to unlearn safety, to become sovereign in their will and ruthless in their freedom. Because what's coming after traction is wild, messy, and beautiful. It's raw creation, real connection, and unstoppable becoming. You are not here to fit in. You're here to break out, to burn the scripts written for you by a world that fears the rare, to become more than a founder chasing clicks and likes, to become a founder who shapes the future. And remember, while the world sleeps, caught in illusions of growth and comfort, you hold the key, not in numbers, but in the fire no one else can tame. Hold it, protect it, let it rip through everything you thought was real, because that fire is your true prize.